Hare, Hare Krishna, everyone. Welcome to this daily Gita program. So let us begin our program. Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra Mai ki Jai. Nitai Chaitanya ki Jai. Parashuram Bhagwan ki Jai. Vamandev ki Jai. Panchatattva ki Jai. Giri Govardhan ki Jai. Om Agyanati Mirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chaksharum Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namane. नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. So we are doing the chapter number 7, knowledge of the absolute. So today's verse is 7.15. Namam dushkriti no mudhaha प्रपद्यन्ते नराधमाः माययापहृतज्ञाना आसुरं भावमाश्रिताः. Those miscreants who are grossly foolish, who are lowest among the mankind, whose knowledge is stolen by illusion, and who partake of the atheist nature of demons, do not surrender unto me. This is a very, very nice verse from Bhagavad Gita. So in the Bhagavad Gita, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna, is saying that 4 type of people do not surrender to him. Okay, let's see who are those 4 type of people. The first category is Mudha. Second is Naradhama. Third one is Mayayapahirta Jnana. Fourth one is Asuram Bhavam Ashritaha. So these 4 categories of people, or anybody who doesn't surrender to Krishna, Krishna is calling that person as Dushkritina. Dushkritina means miscreant. Miscreant means a person who causes simply trouble in the society. That means he's going to cause trouble to himself and to the society also. So anybody who doesn't surrender to Krishna is actually a miscreant. And the first category we will see, that is the Mudha. So Mudha class of men are like those people who are working very hard day and night like asses. Mudha means ass, means a donkey. So actually, if you see in the modern civilization, everybody is working very, very hard, right? Here Prabhupada is commenting that, the foolish workers, they are wasting their time in serving the illusion, right? And they don't have time to serve the Supreme Master, right? And when we ask them, they say that I don't have any time. I'm very, very busy, right? So this kind of working like a donkey is actually classified as grossly foolish or mudha, right? It is called hardworking beasts of burden. Just like the comparison is with that of a donkey. Just like a donkey is there, the grass is already available outside, but the donkey does so much of endeavor for getting that little bit of grass. So, for example, the washerman will put a lot of clothes on the donkey. The donkey will have to, with great difficulty, have to carry all that burden on its back, right? Without knowing that everything is already available. So, the next category of men is Naradhama category. Nara means human being and Adhama means the lowest. So that means the lowest of the human being. So among the human beings also, there is a classification in the Vedic literature. So based on how nicely one is integrated with the Vedic culture, we can classify whether that person is the lowest among the humankind or the highest among the humankind. So these are the 2 opposite ends, right? There are actually 4 lakh types of human species, right? And some of them are very uncivilized, right? The civilized human beings, they will have regulative principles, social principles, and political principles, etc. But those human beings do not have any kind of principles, right? And they don't even believe in God, right? And they are kind of addicted to different kinds of sense enjoyments or different kinds of intoxications, who do not follow any kinds of rules that are given in the Vedic scriptures. They are called as Naradhamas. So actually, when the whole world of the becomes Naradhama, and that so-called education system that they are getting is also useless. According to the standard of Bhagavad Gita, a learned man is one who treats everybody as equal. So this is the vision of a true devotee. So if a person is very learned, so he must be able to see with equanimity, everybody as equal, right? So the next category of men, right, is Mayaya Pakrita Jnana. Mayaya Pakrita Jnana means those people who are erudite in knowledge, but their knowledge has been nullified by the influence of illusory material energy. So in the previous verse 7.14, we have seen Lord Krishna explaining about his Maya, right? So this Maya is very powerful and it can bring into illusion everybody, right? So the great philosophers or, the great poets, the great scientists, also Maya will misguide them, right? So when Maya will capture their mind, they will come up and manufacture different kinds of isms. This ism, that ism, and so many kinds of isms that they will be manufacturing, right? So basically, Maya Paharta Jnana are those people, who invent different kinds of philosophy, right? Which are atheistic in nature, right? And which are not in principles with the Vedic culture, which are not in principles with what Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, right? So this kind of class of men, they have actually become very much dominant in the society and they're spreading their kind of philosophies. But the problem is, we are not spreading the philosophy of Bhagavad Gita. So because of rampant spread of these kind of atheistic philosophies, the entire civilization, all the society has almost become atheistic and has lost faith in God or in saintly people, in doing pious activities. So it is almost like people have lost complete faith in being religious. So this is the current situation. That is because most of the leaders are being guided or misguided by these Naradhama kind of or a Mayaya Paharta Jnana kind of people, right, who are injecting different kind of brainwashing philosophies, which are opposing the Supreme Personality of Godhead's instructions. Actually, by violating the instructions of Lord Krishna, nobody is going to be happy. Krishna says that in Bhagavad Gita very clearly. He says to Arjuna that I am telling you all this knowledge for your benefit, right? You think over and then you take a decision whether you want to follow me or not. He says, if you follow me, you will cross over the material portion of existence. You will be happy in this lifetime, in the next lifetime also. And you will come back to me. If you do not follow, you'll be completely lost. So the choice is left with us. So the next one is the Asuram Bhavam Ashrita. So Asuram Bhavam Ashrita are those who follow the demoniac principles. Now there are some people who are openly atheistic. They will directly say there is no God. I mean, in the TV also, we will see in the public debates also, they'll be coming and they'll be shouting and they will say there is no God. And these days, they have also started to make some kind of movies also saying that there is no God and do not believe in God. And they try to emphasize that religious principles and moral principles are two different things. Actually, moral principles are a part of religion. We cannot break away the moral principles from the religious principles. But today's fashion is we want to break everything away from God. For example, we do the so-called yoga system. We go to the yoga studio. There is no mention of God whatsoever, and they break away, the main thing, that is meditation on Lord Vishnu. They cut off that part and they will do everything except that. So this is the fashion that is being running. So in everything, they will remove the concept of God and they will make it separate. So like that, they want to say that, moral principles are independent of religious principles. Actually, it is absolutely opposite. Whatever Bhagavad Gita says that anybody who is religious, anybody who is Krishna conscious, it is said that he is naturally moral. And Krishna is guaranteeing that such a person is saintly, such a person is sadhu, right? Apicheta suduracharu bhajate mam ananya bhak sadhureva samantavyam samyak vyavastito hi saha. even if the devotee of Krishna commits the most abominable action, very abominable action also, still he must be considered saintly, because Lord Krishna is saying so in Bhagavad Gita. So we must follow the instructions of Lord Krishna. Okay. So, but the modern society wants to, think in a different way. Right? They want to think that moral principles are independent, and they want to say the opposite also. They say that those people who are religious, they're not moral. That's what they want to prove. But the Srimad Bhagavatam, there is a verse that says that all the good qualities of the demigods appear in the person who is Krishna conscious. And it says, Harava bhaktascha kuto mahadguna. That means there is no possibility that a person who is not Krishna conscious can have any good qualification at all. So this is the declaration of Srimad Bhagavatam. That is, without God consciousness, we cannot be a good human being. Okay. So that is what we have to understand. Because when we start loving God, naturally we will start loving the creation also. Because the creation is coming from the Creator, and all the living beings are nothing but the sons of Lord Sri Krishna. So if I love the Father, I will also love my brothers. Because they are all sons of my own Father. So that is the relationship. So if I love the Creator, I will love the creation, and I will love everybody. So this is called as universal love, right? It is not that we love the human beings, but we don't love the animals and we shall eat them. Right? This kind of concept, we cannot call it as universal love. Universal love means, I will love my countrymen, but I will hate my enemy countrymen. This is also not universal love. Universal love means, loving Krishna, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is in the heart of every living entity. So by worshipping Him, by loving Him, right, we are getting the love for everybody, inclusive of even the animals also. We will start loving them. We will start treating them like our own brothers and sisters. Because indeed, even the animals are also coming from Krishna. Because Krishna says, Sarva yonishu kaunteya murtaya sambhavantiyaha. Tasham yoni mahat brahma aham bija pradapita. Means Krishna is the seed-giving father for all the living entities. Then why shall we discriminate that these are animals, these are human beings, and they do not have any right to live? We cannot discriminate. Everybody is the children of Krishna. So they are like our unfortunate brothers who cannot fight for themselves. So we should be compassionate on such creatures rather than exploiting them. Correct? So what we have seen in this verse is 4 kinds of people who do not surrender to God. That means surrendering to God is actually not a good thing. It's actually a very, very condemnable thing. That's what Krishna is directly condemning by saying that those people who don't surrender to God, they are actually miscreants. They may appear to be great people. They may appear to be, some great people in the society getting Nobel Prize, Booker Prize, this prize, that prize. But actually, they're simply spreading poison, which is decorated with some kind of a nice icing. So just like somebody makes a cake and it is a poisonous cake, but the icing on the cake is very beautiful, very nice cream is there, a lot of colors, a lot of nice icing is there. It looks very tasty, but if we eat it, somebody will die. So this is the kind of the position of those people who do not surrender to God, and those who are trying to create their own philosophies and explaining in the society. Okay, so 4 kinds of people that we have seen. Anybody would like to recollect what are these 4 types of people that we have seen? First one was grossly foolish, mudha, right? Those people who are working so hard that they don't even have 2 minutes for the super soul. Right? Actually, the super soul is with us in our heart, and everything is performed by super soul and is maintained by super soul, and the super soul is giving us a chance in the human form of life to extinguish our miseries. But we are so unfortunate that we don't even have a little bit of time to follow the instructions of the super soul, to even hear about what he is trying to say about the world. We don't have time. So this is the position of mudhas. That is the first kind of miscreant. Next one is Mudha, Name Dushkritano Mudha, Prapadyante Naradhama. Naradhama means lowest of mankind. Those people who do not follow any kind of Vedic regulations, right? They're on their own, just doing sense enjoyment, or they manufacture their own rules of cleanliness, rules of truthfulness. They manufacture their own religion. So everybody has got their own religion today, actually. If you go to them, they will tell their own Gita also. So the third kind of people are Maya Aparita Jnana. Maya Aparita Jnana means their intelligence has been stolen. I mean, this person is a PhD postdoctorate. He has written so many books, but none of the book is actually acknowledging God, acknowledging Krishna. There is nothing about science of God in a very materialistic manner. So that means the intelligence has been stolen by illusion of Krishna. So that is Maya Aparita Jnana. That is the third kind of miscreant. And the fourth kind of miscreant is somebody called Asuram Bhava Mashrita. Asura means demoniac. Openly declaring that, I don't believe in Krishna. No, Krishna does not exist. Okay. So these are the four kind of people who are very much condemned by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Hare Krishna.